Well, in this
Like,
lane, I would have taken. I mean, in this lane, I would have taken full carry runes. To be honest, in my opinion, I would have taken what's it called? Gathering Storm and what is it? What is it called?
Absolute Focus?
Yeah, that one. Those two, I would have taken those two. Just because I think that they'd be stronger against him. I think I would have pressed that trade a little harder too, right there. Just because you have Conquer and he has Grass, I think it would have been good to actually just push this a little, get like 2 more autos in. He doesn't have like Corrupting Pot. We got Q back up, we walk down, do 1, and then you can Q, reset. Could have got 3 more auto attacks in right there, which would have been nice. He's going to hit you with a Q, but you're already, like, by pushing him back, you're like already committing to pushing the lane, which means you're going to hit level 2 first, which gives you the ability to go for that all-in with Ignite.
Yeah, one thing that I've had trouble in the past is either I'm too aggro and die, or I'm not aggro enough. It's been a very fine line to balance how aggro I should be in lane. Like sometimes it does well whenever, and I have 2 accounts. I have one that I duo with, and then I have this one, which I don't duo like at all with.
The 2 shove is kind of
here, but I didn't really think it was necessary.
The 2 shove is kind of like 2-wave shove is kind of tough. I think you always want to try to catch that 3rd wave like more towards like where you can actually hit it, because then it's so hard and you take a bunch of trades. Because like the ultimate goal on the first 3 waves is to basically get this wave like here, the cannon wave to hit like here, and then build it from this area. That would be like ideal. Where is my just because the goal is like we're just like simplifying the terms of the game, right? And like just turning it into what it is. So this is like ideal area for that you to start hitting that cannon wave when it comes through, and then it's gonna go down, obviously, whatever, and that gives us a choice to we walk in here, and then we can decide if we want to either go ahead and back and grab an item and then come back, because then he doesn't have a choice because he has Ignite 2. He has to stay and catch the wave. And we can come back and get like a longsword or something like that just to give us a little bit of an advantage to get a kill. Or we walk all the way down into the jungle and get vision here. If I can get this off my screen real quick. Come down here and put vision right here.
I put the vision there early because I was worried that Kha'Zix was already here.
Yeah.
Because Kha'Zix does a weird clear, but this guy's pathing is just odd. So now that I'm looking at it.
So this is just a hard... this just made it really hard for you to like shove. Because we're forcing ourselves to take a ton of damage, basically.
Yeah, and I already did that with that particular throw of sand, or whatever it's called, the mark.
Well, I'd say that's right there is a good start to talk about, just to have, because so now we like, this fucks us, because we had a good push and we could have definitely, you know, gotten out of there and then come back with like more, you know, I mean, it's not a lot of gold, it's like literally you're gonna go back and get like one thing, but you come back and you have an advantage that might allow you to actually get some sort of kill, or at least get his flash or something like that. So we'll definitely, let me write that down. We'll work on that. Let me see that again. I looked away for 2 seconds. Hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. Kyoe. Let me write this down. I think it's just those first few waves we need to. So first 3 waves. So it's basically like making the decision like with the first 3 waves. Either you're sitting here in lane and you're like, okay, me and jungle win the 2v2, so let me go ahead and keep this right in the center, or let it come to me so that we are going to fight for the 2v2, and then if you think you're going to win it, of course. If you don't think you're going to win the 2v2, you can totally just hard shove it and then go and get vision on enemy jungle so that it helps our team, especially if it's like a really strong like early laner and you want to know where he's at. First 3 waves. And another thing with the trading that I noticed from those first few waves, so you don't want to trade into minions, especially in the early game, because it's always going to end up being bad. Like, the minions do a lot of damage, especially early. So taking trades where we know that, like, for example, like that. So really, we're already in like a tough spot, and he just, you know, he has Ignite, and we're kind of literally Ignite does what? 90 damage right now? 110, which is half your health bar. So he just has to auto you and Ignite you, and then you die. So we just have to take it into account how much Ignite really does. Ignite is super, super strong, right? And in that situation, I think it's better just to actually sit back, only hit the minions that you know that you can, right? The ones that you can actually just kill and then back away without taking any damage. So just playing those first waves a lot better will be helpful. Why is this like stuttering? Do you see this?
Could that have something to do with lock cam? I don't know.
That is... Did they break the game with their new patch?
It's Riot. It's possible.
I guess we'll have to do this manually. So in this situation here where we've already died, like ideally we want to shove this as fast as possible. So it's kind of like a weird concept because I believed, I think that I sat for a while and I actually struggled a bit with like the lane and like not understanding, like wanting to like slow push this and like crash a huge wave, and that's just truly like not the case. Like I think there is times when you do it, but I don't think that right now is one of them. And, you know, obviously as I get a better understanding of it, because I think I remember like talking to you about it too and saying that this is like ideal, and it's really not. Like not in this situation at least. So the second that we know that he's backing, we're just like, holy shit, okay, let's get this out of the way and let's hard shove this. So we want to be using abilities, getting it out of here, trying to shove this as quickly as possible, especially since it's not a cannon wave either, so that we can get it to hit the cannon. Because I think we got to clear this around the time that he gets to like here. So he's not really going to miss too much, but at least it gives us the pressure of him having to farm under the tower, so that he might miss a couple. And then by the time his minions will hit the wave, they'll at least back up a little bit, which is going to set us back up. Instead of it being even, now we have a wave that's slowly pushing back to us. Because once again, we're going to get stuck not in the ideal spot, where we're right here because we did that. So we're right here, and we don't want to be there. This is bad. And then being here is the goal. Then we can make it a sit. Like being here is the goal, just because. So it's going to give us more time as well. Like let's say we don't have vision either. Like this gives us more time to react from here than it does where we can't even see the guy until he's here. You know, like at least if we're here, we can see him come right out of here, and this guy's still going to have to play within the range of his tower. So we'll be able to get away without using sums or anything like that. This is what we're going to look for in our live game, is trying to keep this wave here when we make our decisions instead of in this pink area. Because trading, like trying to get those minions underneath just feels so bad, you know, and you probably feel the same way, that it just feels really bad trying to get any minions that are right here on this line, you know, because then you're risking a tower shot and it feels bad, and you just don't want to be there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I handled like minion management very poorly at the beginning. I know I did.
So stops our back, right? And that's why we don't.
I'm
recall.
pinging I'm asking my jungler for help.
Yeah.
At this point, and I'm telling him, hey, it would be a good idea to gank because
Probably,
he's
yeah.
up. He's up quite a bit. This guy has no AD, and my jungler is doing Krugs.
Does he come and help? He should, yeah.
I'm gonna let you watch. I'll let you watch. Because this is one of the reasons why I really wanted this coaching session, is because I need to sort of figure out how to be better self-sustaining to not have to depend on a jungler.
Well, we didn't want to, like, obviously, yeah, he's there. If we didn't want to depend on, here's the thing though. So you really don't have any mana. You don't have presence of mind either. So realistically, even if he stops our back, like when he stops our back there, we kind of just leave, just because we're not going to be able to do anything. It's 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have. If we had POM or something like that, then we would be fine. But this is kind of tough because we just, if you're gonna, so this is the issue with like the runes. So if we're gonna take POM, then it's fine, right? But if we're not gonna take it, then we need to get mana first. Like we should have actually just not even gotten this. We should have just gotten the tier if we were gonna do that, because we need it. We need to stay in lane, and we need it, or Fiora's going to have a really tough time, like in the early game. Because now we don't even really have kill potential or anything to like defend ourselves after we do this trade. And once again, like, so the whole point of trading is like setting ourselves up for a kill, right? So do you think that you're going to have enough mana to keep trading with this guy and get a kill?
No, not by the time. And I didn't notice that there was fruit as well, and that's something that I should be paying more attention to.
True.
Because if I had gone, like, I think the fruit is up by now, out below where Trundle is, I could have went and gone that.
It is.
But I'm typing to my jungler at this point, hey, this would be a good time to gank. Like, I have a little bit of mana left. And he's like 2 kills. He's got plenty of potential to actually do something and help me. I have Ignite, and I have a little bit of mana left to be able to do something. Like, it's doable. But I don't know. Well, what happened?
Did you were typing to,
really...
Yeah, but you were typing to him. Did he ever respond? Did he ever ping that he was on the way or anything? I don't think so, right?
Watch what he does.
I saw. Yeah, he goes to their jungle and farms.
Yeah.
But that's like, okay, he never pinged that he was on his way though. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is that we got to be thinking 2 steps ahead, right? We need to be like, why am I taking these trades? This is coming back to me and it's about to hit my tower. I can farm safely under the tower without using my mana and preserve it, and possibly Trundle will come back because he didn't ping me or say anything. So okay, I'm kind of getting trolled off of a little bit of CS because of that, but that's okay. I'm just gonna back up and reserve my mana, because us taking these trades, now we have literally enough. We don't even have enough mana to ulti, you know. So now he's set up to actually kill us, and we just have nothing. I really think, I don't know, man. I think that you would like presence of mind. I think that if we could get you into it.
I've tried it, but I still feel as though I need a mana item beyond presence of mind.
Then when are you gonna get your tier?
Pardon?
When are you gonna get your tier this game? When do you get it?
I think it's relatively short from this.
I don't want to see. Okay, I don't want to see this either.
What?
I don't want to see these trades. This is no green light to trade, even if it's like, no matter what. Like, there's really not a point to like go, or well, I just don't like seeing trades when there's a big minion wave like this. Like, I want to see us just like chilling, because we have no mana, and we know that Trundle's on our side of the map, and we just really need to reserve right now. We need to try to reserve. We need to try to keep the wave and try to, like, the biggest thing to focus on right now is how can I stop this wave from hitting the tower. Let me use all my resources on stopping this wave from hitting the tower to give my Trundle like more time, right? And I know that he walked into the jungle, but eventually, like, anybody with sense will eventually come top, right?
Yeah. I did the shot because I wanted to proc his, and this is what happens. He gets healing, and then it's the maiden, and then that's what happens.
I'll tell you what you did good though. You ignited him first.
Yeah, I did.
You did ignite him first, which is good. What is your toggle champions only on?
I think it's F1. Did I hit a minion?
Yep.
Which
You would have
one?
killed him. Maiden.
Fuck.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready for him to die? We hit the maiden.
It was the empowered E, wasn't it?
Well, he was 1 HP. I don't think it mattered. I don't think you had, let's see. I don't even know if you had enough mana to use anything. It was
I
just
didn't
that.
have any mana.
So you auto when he's at that much HP, but we hit the minion, or the maiden. So
Wait, where? Oh
Where
my
what?
god. Yeah.
well, that's something that the thing with toggling champions only is that it's actually I hit a tower now and again as well, and I've been trying to get used to I've actually kind of changed my key around. I'll hold it down and instead of using it as a toggle because sometimes I forget. I actually have gotten a lot better at holding it and then like doing it. I haven't had any issues with hitting minions in fights recently because I've really been practicing. But it's something that you actually have to put the time into and be like, you know, okay, I'm about to fight this guy in fucking 20 minions. I'm going to hold this down or I'm going to toggle this and just like telling yourself toggle that and actually doing it. But the ignite first is good, especially a lot of people will like ignite towards the end and I never understand that. So it's going to burn for 5 seconds and you're going to get that grievous for the entirety of the 5 seconds, which is just like massive for that entire fight. I mean, that was really good.
And I thought that Trundle would have had damage to finish before he died. And I guess that's my underestimation.
All of Yorick's damage comes from his minions. So he literally, the issue here is that for one, we don't have mana. He actually kind of like blocks off like your path a little bit. So we need to go around, yeah, and then we need to go around, and then we auto mana. So I mean, I think Trundle was just gonna die regardless. You know what I mean? Because he ate the whole thing. But we did one thing good and then we had one thing bad. But it was just like, now imagine if the 30 seconds prior, right? Hold on, I want to see something.
If he didn't go get his wolves, this wouldn't have really been an issue. That's because this gank would have happened before it hit my tower. At least that's my opinion of it, and that might be incorrect, but that's what I felt at the time.
So what I want to just see is this whole thing again, really quick, just from up here. So I just see, like, if we are just letting this come back to us and really just... So we got our backstop, sure, whatever, and we decide to stay, sure, whatever. I see the pings that you're pinging him to come. That's fine. I just wish... So we're taking trades, we're trading with him, right? And we're losing mana, like, this whole time. We're just losing mana this whole time, right? Now watch this. Now watch this. So we're losing mana the whole time. Now watch what happens when we actually get to the point of fighting. So he's going to go do that, whatever. We were taking these trades and we were losing all this mana. How much HP is this guy at? See what I mean?
I actually can't see it because your camera is blocking it. But just tell me.
Well, you can see the blue, right? His health bar.
Yeah, it's relatively high.
It's like full, right? So there's no point for us to be trading. We don't have healing reduction or anything. We should be saving it. So now this fight's about to happen. And the guy, it's like we didn't even trade at all. But we don't have any mana. So now we just lose. There's just, that just goes back to like being like 2 steps ahead, right? And like thinking about what's going to happen 30 seconds from now. What am I going to be doing 30 seconds from now? I'm deciding to stay. What is my end goal when I stop my back here and I decide that, okay, I'm going to stay in this lane? It's like, why? What are you going to do? So, and obviously the goal was to get him to come and get that gank.
I think I know what happens next. This is tilt. maybe. No, this is me going for the maiden. Trying to get some damage on it. This, I don't know.
So
I made this mistake and I don't have any excuse for it.
well, that's fine. We're gonna look at it real quick. So obviously, it wasn't even like the fighting aspect that's bad. It's this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minions. That is the same amount of gold as if you would get the kill and actually more XP. So going and killing him, yeah, going and killing him is actually like less worth than just getting. Even if you got the kill, it's less worth than getting just the CS and the minions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does suck that we die. We actually autoed the thing there. Hold on. By the way, you can stun him on that when the circle comes up. If you stand.
I didn't have the pair. I didn't have the position for it. I need to be standing on the circle to do it. But I think I was more worried about his Q damage. And I could have like gone towards my tower and lived, but I don't know what I was thinking there. I was just tilted at that point.
You know what I just noticed? There's been a blue dot on the screen the whole time.
Huh.
I got it now. I like your sessions, Jim. There's so many things that we can easily fix.
Yeah. Yeah. That was just pure tilt.
This, I feel, so, okay, this is now, what's going through our head right now? 4-0, 0-3, besides the tilt, what are we thinking?
I'm trying to catch up. Okay. Anyway. Try to get a farm, because I'm obviously outclassed.
So, what I would be thinking is I need to get the fuck out of this lane, right? So, we need to be shoving this really hard, getting these minions. We do not want to freeze this. We don't want to be in this lane. I don't want to see this guy. I don't want to even see him because I'm scared that he's going to kill me again. I don't want to get any more tilted than I already am. So instead of last hitting, we should just be fucking using our abilities and getting the fuck out of here. Getting the fuck out of here. Because now, so yeah, you're just tilted, I feel like.
Yep.
Ooh, woo. Yeah. Because he's going to just catch it and then it's just going to freeze. So we just need to, if we have enough time once we know that he's recalled to just start hitting these minions and then using our abilities, and we'll definitely get this to hit tower before he gets back. And then we can actually go and maybe, that's when we get to play the catch-up game, right? Then we can go down here, grab the scuttle that's up. Like there's a scuttle running around. I mean, Trundle might grab it, but we could grab that. Like we could go and hit this plant right here, maybe get vision on their jungle and be like, okay, I can take Gromp real quick because Gromp's going to heal you after you kill it. So you could maybe get that. So that's where you're going to get your catch up from, not from sitting here and just being like, hey man, I'm holding this wave for you. You know, like I'm waiting for you to come back to the lane, Yorick. Here's a bunch of minions I got for you. You know what I mean? We want that shit to crash. We want him to not, even when we're losing, we can still have control of the lane, like by shoving it and then having him have to catch it. Then he has to be here, right? At least we know, even if we're down 2 levels, that we're doing something on the map and we're making him have to be right here so that we have the ability to go into their jungle. And then Trundle went into their jungle too. So you've got now Kha'Zix isn't here, but there would be an opportunity for you to be there and get this kill because it's Yorick, right? He doesn't have mobility. So even if Kha'Zix was to get caught out, this guy's gonna have to walk all the way through here. And by the time you see him, you're like, oh, well, here he comes, so we'll just get out if we don't get the kill or something like that. But we can at least put pressure on the map even if we are 2 levels down. We can still be useful. Do you like this camera angle? I kind of like this.
I don't know how you did it, but I like it.
Yeah, okay. Exactly what I was talking about here is that we just don't even want to see him. We don't even want to see him. Yeah. I think that's the answer. I think that's the answer when we're down, is trying to find like you know, ways to be useful. It's like, okay, we go get the plant. At this point, we just really can never do anything. We want him to take the tower. We don't want the tower anymore, so this is fine. Dude, I'm gonna start doing coaching sessions like this from now on. This is way better. I can see so much.
Is this like a third-party program?
Nah, you want to know the secret? Alright guys, I'll tell everybody the secret. Shift Control Z. Somebody commented it on one of my YouTube videos and I wanted to see if it worked. And that's how you do it. So
Shift Control Z.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the coolest thing ever. Like you can actually just like zoom. We could literally just watch it like this and be like, okay, so look at this. This is pretty insane, isn't it? Alright. Now we can really see what's going on, boys. What was that on the map? That circle. Well, this is kind of badass. Okay, so let me get back, scrolled in. Jesus, I'm so far away. That's kind of fucking badass, though. Now this is like an opportunity to freeze. This makes sense. This makes sense where we would actually, you know, do our best to freeze the wave, and this is okay, right? And we can set it up with 4. We only need 4 casters. We really don't want any melees alive because they're tankier. The ultimate goal for a freeze is always 4 casters, so we can actually cut this down in a sense, right? And get this down to 4 casters and then hold them, and then we can actually back and it will stay right there. We can back and it will stay right there for us to come back and then mess with it again. So I think the goal here, either we're going to stay here, we want to stay here as long as possible because we need to get caught up. Yorick, obviously, and the only thing that they can do is come and stop you. So, and it looks like that's what they're going to try and do. At least we have Trundle here. Oh, he's going to die. Unfortunate. But this is the right play, is to try to, like, hold this, obviously. I respect that. You're trying to get the stun with the rift hitting.
Something.
Okay. Did you buy it here this game?
Yeah, it's probably next back.
Really? When are you finishing Manamune?
I honestly don't remember.
Huh.
I know I finished it. If I go check my... Yeah, I finished it. This is a 38-minute game now, so...
Yeah. Where is my...
Wait, I didn't get it next back. I apparently finished my mythic first. If I'm remembering what I did this game. Alright, so at this point, I know Yorick is mid. I am trying to go get plates. And I actually get them all.
That's good.
Because he just decided to go screw around at the dragon.
I think yeah, that's fine. We probably have to give this dragon anyways, and then we go for this. So this is our way of like getting caught up. But if we hold the freeze right there, then we get that option. You know what I mean? Like if you see him like mid or bot, and you have the freeze, then you can just break it and then push in and go for this. So this is good. So this is gonna get us some gold back. Obviously we're down by 3,000 gold, but anything helps right now, so it's good.
And at this point, like I've muted most of my teammates because I just don't want to hear them. Like I'm having a really bad game, guys. Just let me scale, I guess is what we say.
Lose lane, win game.
Yeah, something like that. I think I actually get the whole tower.
Nice here. I'm gonna write down a few things really quick.
No, I get the tower later. Because I don't have mana, I don't want to be there. Alright, so I probably have Mythic and I have Boots. I still did not buy Tier. I guess I believe it's on my next back.
So what we're gonna do in the live game, I'm not gonna give you a choice. You're either buying tier like immediately, or you're taking Presence of Wine.
Deal.
You have to have mana.
Yep. I don't use just because this Wayne lens went so poorly. I didn't buy tier, but I bought tier at 15 minutes. By the way, so we're
like,
at 1450.
So buying tier that late, I just feel like is like pointless. You know what I mean? I know that maybe you do finish it this game and stuff like that, but then it gets no early game value for you because there were so many times like
finished Mana Moon at I built Mana Moon at 33 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I finished building it, so I ended up building Tiamat, then I went into Death Dance, and then somehow I had enough gold to just buy a Mana Moon.
Why are we backing? We see 5. Let him have it. We're just gonna take the tower anyways. You're not gonna be able to stop it, right?
I can't remember what happens next. Yeah,
So
I take it back because I have no mana. At least that's what's in my head.
I think that better play is just to go. So by the time it doesn't matter if they. Let's see what would have happened. So we go take this wave. Right. This has 2-3 hits on it, a Q and a double E. And this wave would be finishing up. They're gonna take this, and now you would probably be pushing to the tower. Then we take the tower, and then
Yeah, I could have traded towers here. 100%.
Yeah, I don't think you were gonna be able to stop this anyways.
No.
Oh yeah, I mean we actually died. I think better play it. So if you see all 5 on the map, then go ahead because you need that solo XP and solo gold to like get ahead. You have to.
I think my idea at the time, and it sort of worked, was to just proc his Bramble so the tower would hit him because he wasn't hit. My Zerath was not hitting him at all, and it sort of worked out, but I died for it because LeBlanc is somehow 7-3 out of lane.
I just think the extra 400, 500 gold because all the waves you would have got is just better. Because regardless,
yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, regardless, when Zerath spawns, because he was the first one to come up, he's just gonna ult and probably put pressure down, and then if they do dive Swain, like worst case scenario, they take the tower, and it's like okay. They're not gonna get the inhib though, because people are gonna be spawned up by then. So we're not gonna lose the inhib, but at least we can start getting a little bit of gold back, and then get like 500, 600 from that, along with the XP, because we're sitting at almost level 11 too. So like we would be caught up in XP with him too, because he's. Yeah, we would have been gotten 2 more waves there. We would have been right behind him just by a couple minions.
I don't disagree whatsoever. You're 100% right.
So this is fine to be bot side. So one of the things that's like different in like with splitting when you're playing with Ignite is you kind of like want to split, but you kind of want to be close to the objective as well. So this is fine. This is good. That we're here. We just don't want to like be too overzealous, just because we have to keep in mind we're 0-4, and we probably can't even solo the what's his face right now.
I actually get a kill here.
Nice. It's huge. That's massive. You're back in the game. That's how great Fiora is. That should instantly put you back into the game.
See, I made a mistake there, and I ignited the wrong thing, and I had forgotten that LeBlanc's clone does not have my ult, and I chased the wrong one.
That's what I love about Fiora too, is that you can get like who it is based on. That's like Shaco. I think we should be walking up and helping. So once we got what the fuck? Well, I guess yeah, that's pretty troll. That's very, very troll, actually, yeah.
I don't even remember what happens here. I think they just get the dragon, I ping them off.
Well, Trundle's top, so... Trundle already made his decision to give it, so...
Yeah, I told him at that point, I said, hey man, there's a dragon up, why are you top? And then the rest of the team started noticing, hey, our jungler needs to have his hand held a little bit.
What's going on here?
Oh, this is another kill. I was not paying attention. He was art at that point too.
I want to see something.
What?
I just want to see something. Why can't I click you? There we go.
Yeah, I should have helped him a lot earlier than what I did.
No, I just think that you kind of use your parry like super willy-nilly this game. Just for like, you use it preemptively a lot. Like he was already stunned. Like, not saying that, you know, you can do anything to kill LeBlanc with it, but you never know if you need it, you know? Like if Corky's gonna be there or something as well. And then like when we were parrying, like just using it for the right things, right? Because we were just using it to stop like Q damage from Yorick, and that's like the last prio thing. Like truly we want to be like parrying the E. We never want to get hit by the E, or really we want to be dodging it just in general so that we can save it and try to stun him with his wall. But the E, his shovel that he throws at you, is going to be his most damage by far, basically. That's what we want to avoid in that lane. And then we don't really care too much to parry the Q unless it's like the only option.
Yeah.
So a little bit of parry discipline.
Okay. If you want to fast forward a bit, it's more just me side splitting to the end. I know you said you wanted to run through this a little bit quickly.
Nah, we're fine.
Okay.
I'm already in it now. I feel better. We're good. By the way, just throwing it out there, dude, Death Stance this game, fucking insane. Who has Death Stance? Does anyone have it?
Nah,
No?
not yet. I think I'm the first one that built it. No, Yasuo. No, it's me. Yasuo's building IE, and then he builds Death Dance, and then I finish Tiamat, and then I finish Death Dance after.
Death Dance should just be an instant rush this game. Death Dance, think of Death Dance like actually like a tanky item. Like think of it like an actual tanky item for AD. Like it's so important to get that, especially into this team. It's just OP as fuck. I
probably could have gone Tiamat then Death Dance, and that would have made more sense than what I did.
Like imagine you're getting all like 30% for one. Okay, for one, you're getting 45 armor. For two, you're getting 30% of all the damage you take mitigated, right? And then for three, if you kill somebody, it heals you. The item's a tank item. It's just huge into AD. Like it's way higher priority than getting Tiamat or Ravenous or something like that. And I don't know, we don't really need Ravenous either, or Tiamat, because we took tier. We can still clear with Whip and tier just fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have wards? No. This is fine. This is around the comfort zone in the back.
I think I don't push further than this because I don't see anybody on the map.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Now I'm letting my team group as much as they can because there's no way that I can be there. Just to me, it doesn't make sense for me to be there in my head because I don't have any kill potential. I am too far behind. What am I, level 14, and everybody else has more items, more gold, more kill potential than I do. So what I'm thinking is that I just do the tower at the bot. I think I get it.
No, I think the play is honestly to get the dragon anyways. I think they get, most likely they're gonna get the Baron, but we want to like stop them from getting soul. Like that was a trade-off that we would look for anyways, so I don't think the split was bad, to be honest. So this is good. This at least keeps us in the game, and I think the only person who keeps Baron is Ezreal, so.
Yep.
And we got... Now if we had Death's Dance, we could be fighting. This is just like the perfect, Death's Dance Maul game. Perfect. Because he's going to do... Corki does a ton of magic damage too.
Corki's main passive, I think he converts all of his AD into magic damage.
Yeah.
Or at least a good portion of it, if I'm remembering correctly.
So I think... Yeah, I think this is just... So, at least we have it. We have Death's Dance. Do you ever, like... Where's your... I want to look... No, I am actually going to look at the op.gg really quick.
What are you looking for? I have it open.
Just what you build.
I finished Tiamat, or sorry, Ravenous Hydra at 24 minutes. At 29 minutes, I finished Death Dance. At 33 minutes, I get Mana Moon, and at 38 minutes, I build Hex Drinker.
See this?
I think I build the Ravenous stuff just out of habit.
We're gonna break that habit.
I mean, the only time that I break it is whenever I go full damage Fiora and go Bork, Stride, Mana Moon. And
So
there are very specific matchups that I'll go like Sunderer into, just like GP I think is one, or if they have a stupid amount of tanks.
it's just that it's just how good like Death's Dance Maul is, especially in this game where it's just completely like mid-range damage. Like it's just so good. And it, like let's say we took like we ended, I mean at least we have the gore and we end up getting the Death's Dance, right? But let's say we took like, this was like we took a stride on this game and like, got baited in a stride. You're gonna start to notice as the game goes on and they start doing more and more damage that it's just like it's bad. So I'm telling you, you're gonna be really shocked at the damage that you get when you have Death's Dance Small compared to even comparing it to getting Ravenous and Mirror Mana. It's gonna be damn near the same, and you're gonna be able to fight for a lot longer and get your like Conquer up.
Okay.
Those are tank guy, like those fit Fiora to a T. Like it's so good. The craziest thing is I made like that guide video when the 12-3 happened, and I talked about that being like the most OP combo, and then never built it until Owen told me to build it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've watched Owen, and I think I watched your short today, where you're building Death Dance second, and I don't really see a problem with me doing that. I think it's not a bad idea for games like this when I need to have tankiness. I'm pinging my jungler for taking all of that.
This is good. Staying out of vision while you get information.
Waiting.
Yep, that's good.
More or less. This is something that I remember you telling me is like you should be side splitting and staying out of vision, or what's supposed to be vision. And
Yep.
like right now I'm forcing Yorick to answer that. I think at this point I'm saying press R on Yorick Xerath.
I think at this point, dude, I think you just win this, right?
Can't remember what happens here. I think I'm telling my team to hey, let's just kill this guy, because I'm now a level ahead of him because he's been grouping so much. I'm also caught up in CS and oddly enough items.
Yeah. I think at this point, level 16, I think we could have gone for it there if we had information on the
I
enemy.
just didn't want to feed, and I was trying to get back into the game. Or sorry, stay back in the game. Because if he kills me here with a 450 shutdown, it's awful. But I was trying to tell my team, hey, we should get a pick on this Yorick. Hey, we should just come. And then this is what happens. They show up so late. And I was like, hey, we should do something about this.
So it's
They
like
get
a
the
win
fight. Oh, it is. It's just, I don't know. Silver teammates just don't seem to want to go in, and they're slow to rotate. And it drives me insane.
Then we got to get out of silver.
I know. Xerath actually played really well this game. I'll give him that. I think the last thing I typed to my team was like, you guys are rotating so slow whenever there's so obvious a play.
Where are you going?
They're hovering. I don't know.
Dragon Soul. Regardless if you think your team's got it, it's Dragon Soul. You have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just get it. You get lucky. It's just so much better for you to be here, though. So much better.
I thought in my head like, hey, they got this. It's fine.
I mean, it's a coin flip play to do that, but the better play is to go and help for sure.
I don't disagree.
Easy pick.
That was that was good. This is just as good. Now I'm untilted.
Now we got damage.
This was a mistake because I could have done this on my own, and I was telling them go back to Baron, go back to Baron, go back to Baron, go back to Baron, and Kha'Zix is inting for an inhib. It's like, hey, I didn't really need all you guys here. Like, just go get the Baron. And at this point, the team is sort of caught on. It's like, hey, our jungler is kind of special. Maybe we should just handhold them. And yeah.
Game's over now. They can't win anymore. They don't
No,
know.
Yasuo's nine kills, 3 items. Even Xerath has 3 items, and he's so ahead. He's got stacks on his Magi's. So I'm pulling Kha'Zix out of the fight because he killed 3 of my teammates rather quickly. I don't know why I flashed that. I didn't think he had jumped this quickly, but I guess he had evolved E.
The only thing I want to see more of, like what I want to see more of too, is like when you're going to split, I want to see you taking different routes than what you're taking. Like I'd rather see you like if you wanted to split top, I'd rather see you go this way. And then like walk through the jungle and put wards down as you go. If you're gonna keep yellow, blues, whatever, grab control wards, buy them, put them through, because this gives you the option. Like let's say if they're like mid or something like that, then you're able to like go and split to here. But then you can also just be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the wave instead, and this just gives you the option to actually decide and be quicker. To be able to help your team, but also be able to split. Because like going like top, going top. Get off my screen, dude. Going top, like saying I want to split, and then just going straight to top. Well, then you're like you want to always put like pressure on the map. So if you just run top and something's going on like mid, well then you can't be of any help to mid, right? And you're like just that little extra 10 seconds of you like being here to run through and get there. But if you run through here and you're going to go catch a wave all the way up here, then you could be right here and then decide, okay, I can actually go help my team or get this pick from here, and it's going to save you like 7 seconds. And then if you don't do it, well then you can just walk and go get the wave. Because I just saw a lot of splitting in this game, but I saw a lot of just like hugging the top wall and just fucking running it like that.
Yeah, I was splitting a lot this game, and that was more to just try to do what Fiora doesn't do well, and that's farm back in the game. I think it paid off a little bit. I got, what, 4 items?
Yeah, these guys are trolling. This game's over. Yep. I hope you have a great night. Good job, man. And yeah, good session.
You have yourself a good night and good luck.
Hey, thank you. Good luck on your climb as well, brother.